Yeah, it's going to be called Morning Good.
Shut the fuck up. That's a great idea.
Thanks for the F Shack. Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys?
Really?
How you know
It's a
who
bad
we are?
idea.
That sounds fucking awful.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think I'm going to call it Morning Good.
Fuck that. That's terrible.
Welcome to Morning Good.
That's the dumbest thing though, because like some people tell me they're like, oh, if you get offended when somebody calls you racist, that must mean you're racist. It's like, no, it's because I don't want to be called a racist. Like I don't think it makes you.
I do know some people who I had an old friend that I'm not really that friends with anymore, and she definitely had racist tendencies. She was like one of those social justice warrior racists, like so woke that it's racist.
It's like we have to help black people walk because they can't.
Yeah, they like the type of girl who is like, The Help is such a good movie, you know, and you're like, like you look back and you're like, you know, and she did get called racist one time because she was, you know, somebody yelled on the train and they were a black person. She was like, "Can you please be quiet?" She's crazy. And
your mic's on, right?
I think so. Is it? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
it should
Okay.
be good.
And she's like, "I'm not racist, am I?" What?
He said white power.
Yeah, white.
He said that around me one time. Like we're at a mic and we're all in the crowd, and then I hear like, "What power, my N-word?" And then like you're sitting right next to me, but it looked like I said it.
I love doing that to white people, man. It makes them so, and I call them niggas. I love that shit. They're just like, what?
When you call a white person that, they're always like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." Like, really? Stop it.
I would love if I like didn't disclose Leo's race and we just put like a picture of like me and like a middle-aged Chinese man.
That's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Chang. All right. No. I don't know if we could do that here.
You can do whatever you want. This is every episode. There always ends up one person doing a racist accent, and I'm not going to correct them. I'm like, you know what, do your thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's
not racist if you do every accent.
well, if you
know?
nail it, it's not racist.
Yeah,
The problem is like very few people can like nail it. So like every time I try to do a Chinese accent, I'm like, sounds so
I feel
bad.
offensive if I try to do a British accent. I'm like, hello. Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Is it racist if you do a British? I wonder.
No,
right?
it's not.
All right, I'm just making sure.
No, I think we are allowed to hate British people.
Yeah, that's true.
Just completely. I don't know
Fuck
anybody
it's
that
accepted,
likes
right?
British
Fuck
people.
them niggas.
Yeah, I'm not a
Yeah.
fan.
Nah?
No,
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm weird. I like the Cockney British one. So I'm like,
Yeah, because that's like the southern. That's like our like.
Yeah.
Hey y'all.
the ones that
how
feel
are
like
ya?
they're talking down to me, like every like the British comics that like run like a talk show and they're like John
yeah.
Oliver. I'm like, what
Oh,
do you,
yeah.
you think you're better than me? Like I get like I don't know, weirdly like.
Well, that being said, John Oliver does run a talk show, so yeah, he is like a little better than us, but
100%.
yeah.
That
just a
nigga
little
definitely-
bit though. He's like one step above an open
I want to
micer.
smash a British girl though. You feel me? Like, yeah, I don't know. Do you find that hot, like the accent?
Yeah, of course.
Right? That's
and
not
I
just
heard
for
that
me?
I heard that they think that American accents are hot.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
I think it's just like, oh, you're not.
just like
from
something
where
different.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm bored.
Oh, this nigga just talking regular all day. Yeah, I get that.
But I bet you
Yeah.
it's hard for me to think that they think like a New Jersey accent's hot or like something
No
like that.
way.
Redneck
Yeah.
accent? Like,
Yeah. They're like, yeah, you won't. Yeah, I don't know.
I
you
knew
want to
somebody.
get fucked in my pickup truck? I'm like, yo, chill.
But I think some
you-
girls have like a southern accent that's kind of hot if it's like slight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes Southern accents almost sound British because they're like,
lost you there.
I've never
all
noticed.
right. No, I Hey y'all.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, just a white woman with some accent and some just
Yeah.
titties on them. You know, that would attract anybody from
That's
British.
all I have to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
All right, word.
But that's the
Yeah.
thing too is I used to get so defensive because I remember in high school girls would be like, "Oh, you know, British guys have sexy accents." I'm like, "Yeah, but they're all uncircumcised, okay?"
Yeah, but they're not here. So.
We're like, fucking, they're over there, man.
Yeah, but like I'm here right now.
Yo, Indians have it the worst though.
What do you mean?
That's like not as sexy at all. Buddy, come over here. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, I'm chilling right now.
just
That's
like
a
the
friend
Indian
zone
girls, though.
accent.
Yeah, that's straight
Like,
up.
I want to fix my computer. Yeah.
Hell yeah, we're 4 minutes in, already getting racist. There we
Yeah, I
go.
like that shit. I like that. I hate that piece
I
of
just
shit.
have to have an Indian guy on the next episode listen to this one and defend his points. And then he can
listen
all
to
out.
it, not even be on it. Just listen to it.
Hey, was that racist?
Because like I hate that. Like I'm not here to defend every. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, you know what?
Yo,
We're all
can we
fucking around.
look? Is it okay to be a little racist?
This is what I have an opinion on this.
Go ahead.
And I'm white, so it's very important.
It's important as fuck.
Yeah. No, what I'm trying to say is like
It's the most important.
All right.
I think like the bad racism is when you try to purposely put other races down to make yourself feel better. Like, I don't think, because, like, I think if you're just, like, you accidentally say the wrong thing, and you're like, fuck, or if you, like, have, like, an impulse, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to work on this. Like, I don't think you're a bad person, but I think if you, like, like, those people that are like, oh, I'm going to go talk shit about this race because it makes me feel better about what's going on you know what I mean? That's sort of like
yeah. Or if you, like...
Because everybody's racist at certain moments. Like, don't pretend like there isn't someone.
No, I think it's okay to be racist though. Like if
and sexist too. I mean, like 100%. And sometimes I'll be driving and I'll see like somebody like sucks ahead of me, and I drive by and it's a woman. I'm like, figures, bitch. I'm like, oh my god, I am a woman. What am I doing?
Right.
But I think it like happens, and I think that's like a societal thing, obviously, that like our brains are like structured to be that way a little bit because
your brain is supposed to put things in categories.
Yeah,
and, like,
exactly.
for like your own safety.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. No, I always think it's like I wonder, like, is it racist? Like, if I lived in like Texas, right, where they bring a lot of drugs in, and Mexicans are like bringing all the drugs in. Like, if somebody was like, yeah, well, Mexicans bring drugs in, and like they see it every day, like,
Yeah.
So I was like, is it really, or is just like,
well, it's like those
protecting.
Mexicans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like those niggas, not all of them, right? It's
not all Mexicans.
Yeah, because I have a bit about that, about like how, like, it's about putting coke in my ass, but it's like the whole.
Hey, yo, pause. No homo. Go ahead.
What's wrong with being homo?
Well, the thing is,
I knew already. I knew at some
the thing
point.
is,
I already knew coming to this. I was like, at some point between the White Claws or my sweater, I know Leo was going to call me gay. At some point in this podcast.
I really like that we're all wearing the same outfit.
Yeah,
It's really cute.
We are.
We should take a
out
Christmas
here.
card picture
It's
after
beautiful.
this.
Yeah, but like the bits about like smuggling coke, and I'm like, well, it does come through Mexico, through people's butts.
Yeah.
God damn, through your butt.
That's
dude.
crazy.
I couldn't. If I went to jail, I wouldn't bring anything in. I don't want, stuff in my butt.
Yeah, well, the whole bit I have is like, we're at a music festival and the cops are stopping people, and I was telling my buddy, like, we got to put this coke in our asses, and he's like, no, dude, that's gay. I was like, I feel like your whole perception of what's gay is going to change when we're trying to survive in jail for this cocaine. You're just like in the showers jerking some dude off. He's like, thank God we didn't put that coke in our ass.
At least I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is not gay. This survival.
Yeah, I don't think I like coke enough to put it in my ass like that. But I also didn't think I liked that guy I fucked in my ass that much either. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how drunk you are.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing.
Yep.
One time I did it and I forgot about it, like, because we were driving to this.
What? Wait, come
You're like,
on,
why
man.
am I feeling so good right now?
What the fuck? Hey,
I've done it twice.
Yo, god damn, jeez. Go ahead, nigga.
So what happened was we were driving up. My buddy just got like arrested for coke, and like they don't fuck around. Like, you get serious any amount. He had like the smallest amount of coke on him.
My boy got like 5 years of probation for that shit.
Yeah,
just for like a bag.
That's
It was the
crazy.
smallest amount, yeah. And so like a month later, me and another friend were doing a bunch of coke at the bar, and he's like, yo, I'll drive home. I'm like, you good? He's like, yeah, dude, I'm totally fine. And then we all get in the car and we drive, and then we get pulled over, and he turns around and he goes, dude, I am blackout drunk right now.
Oh
And
my
I was
God.
like, fuck. It's-
Fear sets in.
Yeah, and so I was like, dude, I got to put this coke in my ass because I don't want to get fucked like my friend did. And we already paid like $80.
I'd rather fuck myself than.
Yeah.
Like
Like an hour later, because I was blackout drunk too, I forgot about it. I was like, dude, I got like half a gram of coke in my ass. Everybody's like, that's gross. And then like 10 minutes later, everybody's like, yo, can I get like a bump though?
Yeah, they got that bump after you. That shit is nasty.
Yeah, it's gross because
Yeah,
it
no.
was in somebody's ass and you're putting it in your nose. It's the gross.
But what
There's a whole
What if you
bit
just took a
on
dump?
Broad City about that with weed. Alana like keeps it in her vagina when she goes on the subway, which I always thought was aggressive.
Yeah, because like they don't really care.
That's
Yeah,
her wallet.
okay.
That's her fucking wallet. Why doesn't she keep it in
Yeah,
her
I'm like,
bag?
I think you just want to touch yourself, you little creep.
Yeah, because I've also like, dude, I've seen people just like shoot up in public. Like I've seen people
Oh
do
my
heroin
God,
all
yeah.
the time.
I remember
I've
the
never
first
seen
time
that,
I
though.
saw somebody do
I've
it.
seen niggas laid out after they shot up.
Yeah, no, I've seen people, dude. I saw one guy right in like not even like that bad of an area. It was like 34th. What's the square? Something square?
Washington Square.
No,
No,
it was,
where the
not Union-
Madison Square Garden.
it was like right around there. Yeah.
I saw that as well. I was around there one time. I was going to a restaurant on my birthday. I was so excited. It was my favorite little
Right.
restaurant. And I'm like walking there like do on my little like I'm a girl
being
in
white.
New York City cloud. Yeah, literally just being white, meeting my parents to buy me dinner at this fancy restaurant.
Thanks.
And I walk through this like you know, when they close off the sidewalk and there's this guy fully shooting up heroin. That was the first time I ever saw it. And I was like, I can't like stop him.
Yeah.
I can't be like,
You
hey
shouldn't.
man.
You know.
Put it down.
Bad.
I made eye contact. So I've had this happen like multiple times. And one time I made eye contact with a guy. We were going down like an alleyway, like. You know, like in Greenwich Village, how there's like certain streets that are like alleyways?
Yeah.
It was like we just turned a corner and we literally just made direct eye contact with some guy shooting up, and we're just like,
You locked up. Well, what he did? Y'all fell in love after that? Like,
Can I
damn,
get
dog, the way
hit?
you do that heroin, my nigga, I just like that
hot.
shit. Yeah.
Oh man.
Damn,
I'm
dog.
terrified of
That's-
heroin.
I wouldn't. That's why I don't do coke. Like I grew up on the DARE program and I actually fell for that shit. Like I didn't.
What?
Yeah, nah, for real. I fell for the propaganda. Nah, I was shook. Like I was like, I don't want to be a crackhead. Like I was just.
I saw one time I had to go. I went to this like art thing, and I had this. I was taking like art classes over the summer for college, like just to get my credits out of the way. And I had this really annoying art teacher, and like he took us to this art exhibit that was all about someone overdosing on heroin, and they played tapes of the 911 phone calls, and on the ceiling, on the walls, and on the floor, they had projections of this person's dead body.
What
so
the-
you literally had to.
Jesus.
You were taking it in all of your. And after 10 minutes, I was like, okay, I have PTSD. I gotta
Yeah.
go now.
Yeah.
And then my art teacher like made us. It was a field trip, so we had to hang around for literally an hour while my art teacher talked to the artist of it. And I was like,
he's like,
I
bro,
was
you know where I
shook.
could get some smack?
Yeah. It was
He's
like,
like,
really
yo.
sorry about your brother, but
Wait,
like,
what heroin did he use?
did he
to
like?
die?
Did you have any left over from when he died?
I know people who've smoked it and just didn't get addicted. Like I know some dude who
Really?
smoked it like 4 times. He's like,
heroin?
yeah, because I guess like everybody has like a different thing. Like some people get really sick and they throw up when they do it, so they like just don't get it. Like it's weird, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
take that risk because I feel like some people are like it's all. People say it feels better than
Dude,
coming.
Yeah,
look,
I don't-
my
I
boy,
am terrified.
like I sold drugs, right? Y'all know, right? So we were chopping it up, and he sold it. The best marketing. That nigga should work for a pharmaceutical company.
Well, how hard is it to sell heroin?
No, dude, no, but like.
Wait, this is the best. It's heroin. Here
No,
you go.
but I've never done it. And the way he explained it, he was like, yo, it's like coming for 30 minutes.
Dang,
I was
yeah.
like, yo. He was like, dude, you get this rush. You were like, he's like, you know why they're like this? Like fuck and like.
I feel bad
He's
for
like,
laughing.
cause they're it's all right. We have free will, so they're choosing. Right? They're like, he's like, it's cause you feel like it's so strong. The coming is like crazy. I was like,
That sounds awesome.
dude, I
yeah.
was like, I want to do that shit. I was like, let me fucking do heroin.
Yeah.
No, he liked it. He loved that
Once
shit.
I get in my 90s, like I'll do it. Like it's fucking like.
I would try it.
It went up on my
90s.
deathbed. Yeah.
Yeah, get fucked up on the H.
Yeah.
God
maybe.
damn.
I don't know. Because I
found
don't
it
know.
before.
I'm terrified.
I found like a bundle. It's 10 little slips.
Are you serious?
I went to a rave. I forgot I had it. I jumped in a pool. And then I gave it to a crackhead, and they were like, it didn't work after because it got wet.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
A whole bundle. That nigga, whoever lost that was sad. I found so many drugs
Yeah,
in my
probably.
life. I found cocaine. I found a bag of like weed. I
It's so funny
found
because I've lost so many
Wow,
drugs in my
weed's
life. Like I've
sounds so
lost,
lame,
I
but
lost
yeah.
like half a gram of Molly. I've lost like a gram of coke. Like I always lose shit, and then I guess somebody finds. Well, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
that's- yeah, I'd be
it's
finding
actually
that shit.
Leo.
Like you go to, like I
what
used,
if I just find all of
Yeah,
it? Like,
oh my
yeah.
God.
I
Yeah.
used to go to raves all the time, and it's like I guarantee you, if you just stayed for an hour afterwards, you could find so much.
Yeah,
shit.
I used
Oh
to
my
find
God.
phones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
and
you can
all
find
that shit.
kinds
All
of
mad
yeah.
shit.
That's crazy. The craziest like festival I ever went to was one time I went to Warped Tour.
I never heard
in
of that one.
2013. Yeah, it's not. It's
like,
done. Also,
it's like
it's
pop
done.
punk. It's like Blink 182.
And I was
Green Day.
I was
don't
in high
know.
school.
Nah, nigga, I'm not
I was
white.
sober.
Nigga.
Yeah, no.
like, it's like Blink. I'm
you
like,
know,
I
you know
know.
Blink
Yeah.
182. Yeah, no, I was like sober and I was so stoked because like there was this one tent where you could get a bunch of condoms and I'd never seen one before. So I was like, oh my God. And I took them to high school the next day and we blew them all up.
Right.
And then that was that.
That was wild.
My
That
friends
was-
were like, why are you wasting condoms? And I was like, oh.
Oh, we're not supposed to do that? Oh, all right.
I was like, I wasn't going to use
this
them.
is
I'm a
important.
That sounds more
child.
fun though than like I went to Bonnaroo and did so much drugs. I basically had like a mental breakdown the next week.
Oh my
But
God,
then I
that's
was like, what a great
terrifying.
festival. I was like, my
What
life's
a
destroyed.
great
I'm like,
time. Yeah.
I remember we took ecstasy and saw Mumford and Sons, and I hate Mumford
Yo,
and
you
Sons.
watch I used to like them.
I don't like them. I hate them.
Nah,
but
I
Base
like that.
Nectar was on afterwards, so we're like, we're gonna roll face for Mumford and Sons, and then I was kind of looking around. I was like, dude, I get it, and then like, yeah, it was fun, but then like literally like.
So you like them now?
No. But it's like
That's drugs for you.
4 days, too much. Like if it's festival, I could think I could do 1 or 2 days again. Because I went to EDC like a couple years ago too. Did a bunch of Molly, had fun. But like 4 days is like just horrible.
Oh
Do you
my
think you
God.
could have
Your
fun
body
without doing
probably
drugs
feels
there?
awful.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a thing called Soberoo. I remember my buddy walks up. And,
That makes it sound so sad.
Yo.
It's like,
Yeah.
are you a kid?
yeah, well, he was rolling so hard, and he thought it was like
They got a daycare.
Yeah.
he was too fucked up on drugs that he thought it was like a tent that gets them like sobers people up. So he just comes to the table.
It's like, can I get some coffee?
Yo, water, coffee.
He's like biting his lip. He's like, you guys can like sober people up and stuff. And then they're like, no, we're sober people that go to raves. And he's like, oh, okay, well, fuck that, and just like walked away. But yeah.
Fuck you guys.
I wanted to do it because I'm pretty. I used to be pretty sober. So
Yeah, no,
no,
like
you
a year ago.
You
until a year
could
ago.
definitely. There's a ton of people that do. I think it'd be a good time. Like I think like it depends on the concert. Like EDM, I could never go to sober because it's like you're gonna hear the same song 45 times.
God.
Yeah.
They don't run playlists by each other. They're just like, I'm gonna play this remix, and the next thing you know, everybody's remixing everybody's song, so you've heard like the
Yeah.
same song. Like,
yeah.
and if you're on a ton of drugs, you're like, oh, I like that noise. I heard it earlier.
Have you done Izu?
What's up?
Izu?
No. I only did EDC, but I've heard. I know Electric Zoo. Yeah.
I want to do fucking Burning Man or some shit. I've heard so much.
I want to go to Burning Man. Maybe not that much. Like I would go one time. I'm really not like a festival person, but I would
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I'd go to one because I feel like I went to Bonnaroo, but I didn't like. The problem is we went with nobody who's been there before, so we didn't even know what we were doing.
Okay.
yeah, that's
So like
the
we're
worst.
like just lost the whole time. And
Yeah.
we don't know how to balance our drugs because if you go with somebody that goes, they're like, okay, on your first day you got to drink. You know what I mean? They're like, do
Wait,
this.
how
Well, that's
long
like
is
that's
it?
like when you move to New York
days,
City
which is,
and
like,
you don't know
too much.
anybody and you don't know any of the bars, and then you end up just going to fucking the 13th step every single weekend because you're like, this is the only one I
This
know
is the
about.
fucking-
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love 13 Step.
It's a good
Where's
bar.
that?
It's a good bar.
It's like, is it
Down over
around here?
Not, yeah, it's not far from here.
It's so like it's a big old bar.
Yeah, it's mad big. Mad white bitches be pulling up, which is dope.
Just basically
Nice.
like sorority girls
Yeah.
a little bit later.
And then you can play
know?
beer pong, which is nice.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
white,
definitely
right? Y'all
like,
like
you
that?
don't see
We
people.
love that. We
You
love
don't see
y'all like
people like
darts?
over age 26 in that bar. You
Yeah.
know?
Is there a
Oh.
black equivalent? Is diet like what's the equivalency?
Pianos.
Oh,
Probably.
no, I think-
That's more
I was
hip.
talking about games that are similar to playing beer
Oh
pong.
shit!
I thought you were like, no, because I've been to pianos before.
Spades.
I've been to piano. Oh my god, I got so wasted at pianos.
Dude, pianos is fun.
I think
man.
you were there.
Yeah.
No, you
Oh.
drove me. I was like, no, I one
You
time.
and this shorty, and
you drove me. Oh, sorry.
Well,
yeah, and Kelly. was
Kelly,
there.
yeah, Kelly was.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
y'all got fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was
forgot.
fun.
What did I do? Did
I remember
leave
I was
with
laying
somebody?
down in the back of your car on everybody's lap.
Yeah, you were.
That's my
yeah.
favorite move. I do that a lot.
Have you done? I've ever in the trunk before.
Oh yeah,
What?
this nigga. We put Derek in the trunk the other day.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
hey, so I threw it out. I was like, hey, somebody's gonna have to go in the trunk. And Derek was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah. He was fucking around like, get me out. You know, it was dope. It was that nigga is
that's
I was
crazy.
trying to
crazy.
be a funny prank to like go to like a car wash place, you know, where they clean the inside of your car, and just have somebody in the trunk with like a ball gag, just like
And they're
hanging
like,
on the thing.
"Ah!"
Yeah.
That'd be mad funny.
Oh my
And
gosh.
just have weird shit too. Just have like bags of hair in the car. Just so they start like they're like, what the fuck is wrong with this person?
Oh man, you get reported instantly.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
then you're
not-
like,
not
it's a
in
prank
Brooklyn.
video, and they're like,
They're
oh,
like, that's
okay.
crazy.
The Mexicans be like, okay, nah, you're not gonna get reported. Most
They're like,
people
we
working
just
there
don't want to be a part
are
of
like
it.
Mexican
Shit,
or
yeah.
like,
Oh,
you know,
that's so funny. That'd be terrifying.
dude.
Yeah.
What is like a scary? Like, you think you would? Do women always think they're gonna get kidnapped?
Oh my god, constantly.
Is it a real fear though? Like, do you really think you would get kidnapped? Like, because women are like,
when I'm
I
sober.
walk into the
Jack
show.
and Claire. He's like,
Yeah.
you really think you
Yeah,
would
Claire,
get
there's no way, Claire, no one's
You
gonna
ugly
kidnap
bitch?
you.
Nah, like,
No, that's why I literally carry this water bottle with
That is
me.
metal?
Yeah, because one time I read this
Holy
article
shit, dude.
that said like if you carry some like
Glass or-
like a bottle or like a umbrella, people are less likely to attack you because you'll
Yeah, it's
you
a
know.
weapon.
So I'm like, haha, try some other bitch. You know, that's how I feel.
We
And
were
I
talking about
walk
this
with like
earlier.
one AirPod in.
Leo
Yeah.
earlier was like, rape's been around for so long. How have we not figured out a solution?
Yeah,
The
right?
solution would
Like-
be like telling people don't do it so much. But
In
You're
India's
asking a
running.
lot,
yeah,
Claire.
I know, it's
Yeah.
pretty hard.
Dog, come on, not rape. Come on, chill out.
Yeah.
You know, why not take the? Nah, I'm just joking.
But I do agree because like I was talking to my sister about this. And
it
like,
has been around forever.
It has mad
Forever and ever.
mad long, dog.
Yeah.
We haven't solved that issue like cancer, nigga.
what the
Come on,
fuck?
son.
but then we just found out it was an issue like 100 years ago.
Yeah. Before that, they were like, women never say yes. Like, get over it.
Fucking
Yeah.
They're like, how are we supposed to make more people?
They're like, we can't do it. You know, if she says no, don't even worry about it. And if she's a witch, fuck her. You know?
Fucking witch ass bitch. You know, I don't
who
fucking
cares? You know.
That's the weird thing about witches. So like I've been trying so hard to get a Satanist on my podcast, and all of them live in like, what's up?
What happened to that fucking guy at 1N1 or whatever the fuck that open micer guy? He's a Satanist.
Oh, who?
That
The
white
guy with
nigga.
the glass of wine.
Yeah, that white dude. He be like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I just be
he was
He
laughing.
just told me he was a Satanist. I want to know, and he's a white
actually-
guy.
I
It's all
also-
white. It's a white person. It was weird though because I'm in like
is.
so many group
It is a
chats
white
of it, and
person.
there's this weird thing. It's white people, and then like African scam artists.
Yeah.
that are like either African people or but some of them are African scam artists. They're like, I can get you into the Illuminati for $100. And the people that are into Satanists are like, they run everything. So yeah,
Right.
But I also like. I'm in the weirdest group chat now because
Only
like,
$100.
That's mad cheap, bro.
Yeah.
it's not really the Illuminati. It's just
Nah, but yeah, that's
Worth
still
a
cheap.
shot,
It's
though.
just some
Yeah,
guy
right,
in
yeah.
like
It's not that
Nigeria who's
expensive.
like, yo,
In
wire me the
Nigeria,
money.
Dude, you know, like when people are like, "Oh, people sell their souls," I was like, "That's bullshit." Because women sell ass. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want to sell your? You feel me? And like,
Yeah.
different souls would be cheaper. You know,
Oh my god.
like your soul will be on the clearance rack. You know, that was up. That like, hey, this
Leo's
nigga
just
whack.
tearing me apart here.
Yeah,
He's
not for
Claire,
you.
no one's gonna kidnap you. Your soul sucks. Claire, no one's gonna kidnap
No,
you
but-
because your soul is
Nah,
trash.
yo, you fucking cheap
If-
soul
if-
having
if-
bitch.
if-
That's what a
if somebody's
kidnapper.
gonna- yeah,
That'd be weird about a kidnapper like that. He's like got some real change in his basement. He's like, yeah, but her soul, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah, like
personality.
she just doesn't really talk that much, and I hate her. No, I would be a great kidnapping person. They'd be like, "What's up?" I'd be like, "Oh my god, you have no idea." I'd be like, "Do you want to talk? Like, oh, we should play tic-tac-toe on the
Like,
floor
you
with
annoy
my
them to death.
finger."
They're like, yo, get the fuck go.
They'd just be
you
like,
know?
"Leave me
Chatty.
alone." Honestly,
Yeah.
that being said, please no one kidnap me for the love of God.
I
I'm
wonder
pretty happy with my
how,
life.
like, Stockholm syndrome, how that occurs.
Oh my God!
Right? That doesn't even make sense.
No, I think it makes total sense. I think it's like an evolutionary thing.
Because your brain goes like, oh, this person's technically giving me food. They're
Yeah.
like, so your brain probably
No,
starts
that's so
adjusting,
like
yeah.
that's so. I know exactly how Stockholm syndrome works because I went to
She's like, I've
college
been
with
there.
a bunch of girls who got engaged already to
Yeah.
their boyfriends.
Yo,
Yeah, like I think that's exactly how I think it's just like, oh, I'm here and this other person is here. That's Beauty and the Beast in a nutshell, you know? It's
Yo,
like
that's Beauty and the
it's
Beast.
like, oh, I'm here and there's another person here and we've got to fall in love. There's no other choice. I don't know.
That's sad. Women's brain. It's sad.
Dude, women, bro, women. That's why they get paid less. Listen, I'm not gonna say, look, nah, man.
It's sad every time my girlfriend talking about like certain things. I'm like, oh, that's sad. It fucking
Yeah.
rocks being a dude.
Yeah,
I love
I
dude,
it.
know.
I love
I-
it, man. I
Yeah.
pee
Yeah.
outside, you know.
Yeah, no, I like peeing sitting down though. I was talking to somebody about this recently because my job,
I
my
wish
old
I
job,
could be sitting down, but
it's
I'm
so
a man.
fun.
You know,
Well,
it's
you can try. I
no,
think.
no, I
Leo would
can't.
never try.
It's
No,
like,
no.
no, it's gay
I did it
man.
once, and I was like, no, I'm gay now.
Nah,
No,
I
that's
don't
it,
sit
nah.
down to pee. I don't stick coke in my ass. No, man. I used to work outside and stand up all day, and I got really excited to go to the bathroom because I'd be like, "This is my first time to sit down." It was pretty nice.
I used to go to the bathroom a lot at like family functions because I didn't want to talk to people sometimes. And it'd be
Yeah.
like a good place to just like hang out.
Yeah, no, I would during work I would go to the bathroom, sit down, and like text everybody,
Yeah.
like
I picked
people
up
I
smoking
hate.
at one of my jobs just so I could like leave for smoke breaks. It's so funny because people who smoke
What?
cigarettes hate me because I never got addicted to cigarettes. I smoked them for like all the time since I was like 13. Like not
Are you serious? What?
like I didn't really. This is how it was. Like when I was like 13, I think I had my first cigarette.
Same.
Damn.
Yeah, and
I was like 9.
Yeah, but my buddy's
I was
like.
like 15. I
My
think.
buddy's like, bro, I got these in my brother's drawer. I was like, did they get you high? He's like, nah, they get you lightheaded. And I was like, fucking sick. Let's do it.
Even better.
And I would always smoke like to the extent where like I would smoke like very small amount. Like I'd smoke a pack over like a month.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
But then when
yeah.
I started working in a restaurant, I was like, oh,
Oh, everybody does it.
yeah, I'll just smoke all the time.
Yeah.
And then I was driving for Uber and like I had to stay up all night, but I didn't want to drink any more coffee because then it would keep me up too late.
Mm-hmm.
And like, cause
Yeah.
cigarettes are like a short acting stimulant, so I just smoke cigarettes. And I never like never got addicted, and then everybody
That's
smoked
fucking
cigarettes.
crazy.
I haven't like smoked a lot, but every time I do, I really hate it. And I'm the type of person who will smoke the whole cigarette. Like, this is disgusting. I hate this so much, and then I'll never do it again. And I'm so disrespectful of the person who gave me the cigarette.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I have one? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I hate this shit. Get the thing. Yeah.
I used to rip the filters off because it gives you more of a buzz. Like,
Are you
when I was
serious?
shit faced, I would just smoke like a filterless.
Oh my
I just get
God.
tobacco all in my mouth.
I was drunk recently. I took one hit of a cigarette and I was like, whoa, absolutely not. Get this the fuck out. It makes it fucking shakes
I like
your world.
hookah. I like hookah. I was addicted to hookah for a while.
Yeah, and that's really bad for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We used to go and play chess, chill out. It was mad chill.
Wow, we got
like-
Queen's Gambit over here.
Nah, yeah. Me and my boys would just go like almost like at least once a week for sure. Like
That's crazy.
minimum. And we would just.
I
it
remember
was
going to
nice.
hookah bars after I turned 18 just because I said bar. I was like, oh my God. I want to go to a bar and I would go.
Well, imagine
and-
they have the outdoor dining now with the tents. Oh no, I didn't even cut you off. Sorry.
Oh no! It was. I just
fucked
felt
up,
really
yo.
fucking
That was
cool,
fucked
like
up.
going to a hookah bar.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Because you're like, oh, I'm at a bar.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm so cool. And then the only drink you can buy is like lemonade, and you're like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a place over there though, and what we did was not to underplay your story and try to
No,
hype
it's definitely much cooler.
Yo, this nigga's about to underplay your shit right now. Hold on.
No, but there's
Stay tuned, my nigga.
with that indoor-outdoor dining thing right now, we got like a hookah at this restaurant, and then we realized we're just like in a tent smoking this hookah. So you're getting like really lightheaded because it's like it's literally three of us in like a smaller corridor than us hanging out right now, just getting like
Yeah,
brown
That's
absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
The
very
bad thing
gross.
about hookah is that you smell like it.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
it
same
doesn't.
with even like cigarettes. You
No,
can't
but
chew.
hookah is like I feel like if you smoke a cigarette and you wash your hands and you brush your teeth, it goes away. Like if I'm in a hookah bar and I wear the same clothes the next day, there's no.
Oh man, no. When
you
I
smoke.
went to college, the bar at my college you could smoke inside of, which I was like, I didn't know it was
Whoa.
1932.
Right.
But I would like if I went to the bar, I would have to shower. My hair would
Yeah,
smell,
it's
my
gross as
clothes
shit,
would
yeah.
smell.
You see, yeah.
And like I would go for dinner because it was in my backyard. I would like go to get wings and trashed, but then I'm like I can't play off that I was like not at Murph's last
Yeah.
night because
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I'd be like, are you hungover?
Murph's, that's a perfect dive
That's a
bar
good-
name.
that's a
Ooh, yeah,
good
and it's
name.
called
That's a fucking
Murph's
good name.
Study Hall, and it's like the stupidest joke of all time because people are like,
Did you like tell your parents you
"Oh,
study
I'm
hall?
at
It's
the
like, yeah.
study hall," and I remember like literally pulling my quarters together to like buy a Bud Light and being like, "This is the life, man."
What
So
college
stupid.
did you go to?
York College of Pennsylvania.
Oh, you lived in PA? You from PA?
No, I'm from Connecticut, but
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like,
Yeah, I went to college in Pennsylvania because I thought I was going to go to Penn State. I really wanted to go to Penn State. I got brutally rejected.
What is brutally? They
Yeah.
spit in your face.
Well,
They were like, yo,
like my whole family went to Penn State, and I auditioned for their theater program.
Well, they say I auditioned to go to school there.
Yeah,
You're
I
like, I'm gonna be
did.
great at sucking dick. I could be in a
Yeah,
sorority.
I'm like,
and-
listen, I'm like your perfect white
I like
woman. Like, I'm exactly what you think you
like,
want,
Wait, you were in
how you have
theater?
enough of. Yeah.
Okay.
You're a theater
And so
major then.
I auditioned. I auditioned to be a theater major,
Alright.
and I had to write an essay about somebody to get in, and so I wrote an essay on Fred Astaire because he was like he's a dancer, and somebody told him when he grew up like, you're never going to be a dancer. So I wrote
and then
about
he danced.
and then he became a
And then he
dancer.
became a dancer. That's
And so I
nice.
wrote this whole article about how that was so inspiring that he got rejected his whole life. And I wrote that article, and I was like, that's it. And or not article. I wrote this fucking paper. And then Penn State was like, yeah, you haven't been rejected enough. Don't come to our school. And I cried, like I got broken up with for 3 days in my bedroom, lights off. We had pizza in the middle of the week. It was crazy. Family never does that. So yeah, we're pizza on Fridays
Family
kind
never
of people. So yeah, it was.
Damn,
I was so embarrassed because I had my heart set on
Because
Penn
your whole
State.
family went there?
Yeah,
Are
and my
you the
mom,
black
my
sheep of your
dad.
family?
I'd say, yeah. Everybody is a lot like smarter than me.
Wow, that's sad to be the dumbest one. It's crazy.
My brother goes to like Carnegie Mellon, and
I don't know where
Nobody's
that
been
at.
there,
Yeah,
Yeah.
is that good school?
Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
really
it's
good.
Carnegie
like
Mellon, nigga? What the
yeah,
fuck?
It's
Why-
a really good school.
Mellon at the end of it? Like, that's great.
Yeah, it's like,
I
isn't
wouldn't
that
have thought that
fruit?
was a good, like, like a
Yeah.
good school. That
Yeah.
sounds like a community college.
But it was the theater program though, so like I feel like
They have at Penn State.
Yeah.
Are there more? Are they stricter?
Well,
like,
I didn't
what?
get into the school at all. I was like, what if I don't do the theater program? They're like, no. They were like, I
like,
got
you don't have enough
I got into
lesbian
a
experiences to
yeah,
join our theater program.
I was like, I'll try seriously. You know? Listen, I will do literally anything.
Anything. Damn, dude.
My brother is somebody because my brother was so jockey in high school, and then not like super jockey, but he was like kind of preppy, like whatever, like was like the cool kid. And then he joined theater for like a month, and he's like, dude, all the chicks, it's like an orgy, bro. He's like, all the chicks are making out, lots of like, was that your theater experience?
When I was in high school, this is like so weird. In high school, theater was like so cool. Like we had a really good theater program, and like I actually ended up going to a theater school.
Yeah, what school you went to?
We had like in Connecticut, my school. It was like everybody, like all the we had people who played football just actually doing theater and like singing. Yeah.
And their dads didn't like yell at them like in High School Musical or something?
No, it was like really, it was honestly like really
Glee?
cool.
Like
I didn't realize how progressive it was until I went to college and I was like getting drunk and then going to theater in college and people were like, so you go to parties, Claire? And I was like, yeah, man, like you don't go to parties? And they're like, no. And I was like, oh, rats. Yeah, the theater program at my college was a bunch of, I don't need alcohol to have fun, people. And I would black out at their parties. And then they would be like, Claire, you have a problem, which I mean, I definitely did and still kind of do, but like it's more annoying when someone points it out to you. And,
of course. Like, let me
and then I stopped getting cast in the theater shows because I was I was getting too drunk all the time. Yeah, I was like the leads 2 years in a row. I was like the lead in all the shows.
Yeah, you should be like, no actors have drug problems. That doesn't happen all the time.
I was like, sorry that I'm method, okay? Yeah, putting the meth in method, baby. Don't even. I'm like, you guys don't have any. You don't have real life experience, man.
I have something to draw from my pain. Right?
Yeah. I'm like, I know.
Do you really need the pain though, my nigga, to draw from that shit?
No, I don't think so. But I have heard with actors though. I've heard some of the really good actors have they hate themselves so much that they get obsessed with becoming somebody else. And that's why they're good at it, because they're like, I want to escape whatever shit is going on in my life.
Dude, that was 100% me.
Really?
Yeah, I had like real problems. And
but you grew up to let her have pizza.
Yeah, my family did not let me have pizza unless it was Friday. Yeah.
She's like, I want to fucking eat pizza. Yeah, women love pizza.
It was really hard growing up as a
shit.
white woman in Connecticut.
Yeah. Nah, but women,
really
I think, stick with me. Let's just start a stereotype. Bitches love
like pizza.
Yeah. Yo, these bitches love it.
Already a stereotype. Were you not on Twitter in 2012? Touch my butt and buy me pizza. That was like
that
was a thing. That was so
common.
annoying. I remember.
I
was like,
cut you off. You were saying something about your life.
Yeah.
No, man. I mean, like I'm from like Sandy Hook. I had stuff going on, and so like I would go to theater, and I was like, I don't have to be this sad girl, and it was like really cool for me. I really liked that.
Was there a character that you like just nailed?
Oh my god, a couple.
Yeah.
I played. You ever see the movie Doubt with Meryl Streep in it?
I've seen Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay, same thing. No, it's not. It's a play about this little boy possibly getting raped by the priest at the church.
How do they act that out?
Yeah.
You see the entire thing. I'm just kidding.
He gets on his
we had to cast a little boy. In the show, it was consensual. No, I'm just kidding. It was like, it was funny because they actually had me, when I auditioned, and the little boy is black, so it's like a whole thing. And so when they had me audition, they had me read for the black woman. And I was like,
the black boy.
I know. No, he's not even it's like a four, in plays, there's only like 4 people.
I got you.
I bet.
Yeah. But so shitty. Oh my god, terrible. I'm just kidding. I don't even know what it is.
I want to hear more.
So yeah, they had me read for the black woman, and I was like, okay, like obviously I'm not getting this part. And then I got the lead, which is pretty cool. That was a really good. I played a nun, and everyone would say to me like, oh, is it like a sexy nun? And I'm like, no, she's like 60 years. This is theater. Like this is not. And then so that was a cool role. And then one time I played like a mentally ill person, I knocked that one out of the park, and I was like.
Because that's you.
Yeah, because I identify.
Yeah, method,
well, but everyone was saying like, you got to be safe though, because you don't want to get stuck in that role. And I was like, oh no, but no, I obviously didn't.
What's it called? Typecasted?
Yeah, well,
like
that's a
Claire
thing.
just throws her shit against the wall.
Yeah. I'm just like, sorry, everybody. This is my best. Well, I mean, that was like a thing, and like Leonardo DiCaprio, his first role, he played a special needs person, which is like, you're never supposed to do that because then you're gonna get typecast your whole life as like playing that role, which didn't happen to him. And I don't really believe in that stuff. I think just take what you can't
Dude,
take
just
what
be a
gigs
good
you're
artist.
given.
Yeah.
And
Just
like
be a
give it your
fucking-
all to everything.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that there's a problem.
I think a lot
with
of people
that.
make have bullshit excuses.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Like I think a lot of the thing I've learned while doing comedy is that a lot of people feel out of control. Like they think that a lot. Like I think, like I'm not the believer of like oh, if you have to have talent and you have to be funny. I think you can really just work hard and get there.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
but you
I
definitely have
so
to network, but that's on
Yeah.
you too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that,
Yeah.
that, like
Yeah.
hanging out at shows and shit. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, if I've learned anything this year, hanging out at shows is like way more important than going to.
I
'cause
think it is.
we used to
mad
go to
important.
like 800 mics a
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
somebody said to me in the summer, they were like, "Yeah," and I said like, "Yeah, I remember going to like 3 mics every single day," and somebody said to me, they're like, "Yeah, that was like unhealthy," and I was like. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably really bad because there were times I was like, I don't need to work on this joke, but I'm going to like show
Yeah.
face.
Exactly.
Well, I
yeah.
think
And
it's like if you, as long as you're getting up like
Yeah.
a little, you know what I mean? Because like you can't, like if you don't get up for like weeks, it's definitely
Oh,
gonna.
yeah,
you
that's
can't,
a
like-
wrap.
yeah, but it's like a balance. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta just I don't know. What I do now is like I go to open mics like when I feel like it, kind of.
The thing for
and-
me, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you see how he was like, I smoke cigarettes for a little. If I smoke cigarettes for like a week, I'm a full blown addicted. Like so, I have to like. I think my personality is very addictive.
Yeah.
So if it's like all for, or not, like I
Yeah,
gotta give it.
I
So
get that.
for me, Mike's kept me really like on a schedule. Like I gotta,
Yeah.
know.
Well, I think there's a difference between
That's
like
you.
forcing yourself, forcing yourself, and then like not. Like I guess it just depends.
Well, yeah. I mean, I used to beat myself up. I'm kind of like that too.
Yeah.
For sure, actually, because when I first moved here, I was like working, and I would be so mad at myself if I didn't make 3 mics.
Right,
I would
right,
be
exactly.
actually mad at myself.
Yeah.
And now I think I'm at like a really healthy place in terms of treating, like I used to be so mad, but now I'm like, if I see, because there's no mics going on.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've
if
been
I
going out to
see,
Long Island. There's
I heard that shit is lit.
some of it's fun.
I want to go.
There's one place, it's so funny. One place has audience, but it's such a local bar that it's like there's one Vietnam vet that just gets drunk. And I'm not just assuming he has a hat that says Vietnam vet. And he just makes eye contact
He
with
looks
me
like a
the whole night.
He looks like he's seen
Take
some shit.
shots. And it's just so funny because every time I go there, the dude is just staring at me and then just taking shot.
You haven't
just
told him nothing
for like hours. And I'm just
You
like,
haven't nah, I don't like that shit.
Yeah, it's a little
Yo, I
creepy.
would have.
Is he, how does he
what
get
the
home?
fuck?
I think 'cause my eyes are smaller. I've been told I look Asian, possibly. No.
I've done that before.
You might like your dad. Like you could have been Asian and white. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could
Like
see
if
like
you-
you like your dad would be
My dad's
like
a
half
redhead. I don't-
Asian.
Your dad is a redhead,
Yeah.
and you didn't
If
get
he's
that
my
shit.
real dad, I don't know.
You didn't get that shit. That nigga is the milkman, dog. That dude is not
That's
your
my
problem.
mom. Well, my sister has a red hair, but I look kind of like my. I don't know. It's weird. It's a recessive gene, so like it's not often
Yeah,
that you'll
yeah.
get
Yeah,
red hair.
yeah.
That's
Word.
funny.
Also, did you guys see that shit about the fucking UFO stimulus check thing?
What?
Yeah.
What's
It's
that?
real, I heard.
There's literally part of the stimulus check bill says that they have to release information about UFOs in the next 180 days.
Yeah, my boy just put me onto
What?
that.
So
yeah.
that's why we're not getting the extra like 800 or
I don't
whatever.
think it's that. I think that like what happened was like, I think the government's at the point where like there's so much information that they're like, we kind of want to tell people so we don't look like dicks. Like I feel like they want to tell us on their terms because that Israeli scientist or he was
I
like an
heard
Israeli
he-
defense guy.
yeah.
He already like released a bunch of shit and then
Really?
we look like idiots because we're kind of like, oh shit, we haven't like set it up. to
Like,
our-
are
I
we
don't know
talking
what-
aliens or like just like, oh, I don't know? Because like the term UFO just means
Yeah,
like
unidentified object.
unidentified.
I'm full blown.
Like every
some
person on the street is an unidentified walking object.
That's a
technically.
fact. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big fact.
Yeah.
But that's I don't
think
I don't
it's-
want to know
look,
that information. I'm
No,
scared.
why?
It's
Look,
legit.
no, but like
I'm full in.
look. This is the thing. I'm like, people are like, oh, the theory is that people will freak out.
Yeah.
But what is there to freak out about?
I'm a person who would freak out.
Well, what you think? What would happen?
I don't know. I'd be like, I don't want to, like, that's scary and the world's going to end and we don't have control. I don't like the feeling of not having control. Like, I mean,
Yeah, that was a bad.
what are we
that
gonna
was
do?
a bad reason. Sure, no, I think it's they've been around. Whatever, if they have, whatever, it is what it is.
I think the government briefing is so funny. I was talking to my friend about this. I'm like, what if they're like super casual about it? They're like, listen, they're real. Like they're gonna be coming down. They got to pick up a few things. Like they just have.
Yo, dog, they just
Don't
ignore
worry
them.
about it.
Don't be weird.
Don't
They
touch
might
their
come into your
head. They have like a
house.
soft spot. They're like babies.
They're gonna
Don't use the
abduct
term
you.
alien. They hate that.
They
It's
hate
really
that.
fucked up. They hate that.
Yeah, we gotta start a slur for them. Like for real, we can't just let these dudes.
Greenskins.
Gray
Space
skin, right?
crackers.
The
Yes.
grays are like. It seems like the green thing is less of a thing than the gray thing, because the gray thing seems like it's like what is actually like.
Yeah.
Enough people are like, it's the gray
I
thing.
It's the
I
gray.
wonder what I think
No,
it'd be
I
really
wonder-
funny if they look like classic aliens. Like,
Yeah.
like I'd be
I
like,
think that's what it is,
hilarious.
though, 'cause I think it was
they're,
based-
They're
I think-
little green skinny blobs.
I was thinking about
They're
this
great.
the other day.
I mean-
I was like, what is like? Are they racist? You know?
Yeah,
Like,
they have to
are they
be.
like, nah, this fucking goobla gobbler over here? They steal. You know?
They have to.
They
have to.
Maybe
It's-
they hate us equally as a human race.
You're a human? Like, oh,
Gross.
dude, I don't. Yeah.
I wonder if
Or
they're
you
hot.
say Eskimos, like really
Dude,
specific.
what I have a joke about fucking an alien bitch. Like, I'm down.
Is your bet the one that says clap alien cheeks?
Yeah, I'm like
Is it-
big booty alien
Yeah.
bitches. Yeah, that's a fact.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a fetish. There's a fetish where girls like they squirt eggs into their pussy, and then not like hard boiled eggs, but like little
white women.
Yeah, of course,
Not girls, my niggas white women. Nah.
But because the thing is, they like
I've
feel
seen
like
that,
they were
I've seen that.
inseminated by aliens. That's like their
Yeah,
fetish.
yeah, I've seen that. I've seen because
That's
when
weird.
when growing up, I
That's
looked
not
up
normal.
mad fetishes. There's like cookie porn,
What's
like
cookie porn?
like niggas like cookies having sex.
But do they just eat
They-
the cookie
they
or they
eat-
shove
yeah,
it?
they eat the cookie?
It was like a whole thing, right? Like it was like they
Everybody
wa-
likes cookies and sex.
like it was cinnamon bread. You know, like the cinnamon bread, dude. Like you know
like
that.
the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Nah, like you never read the story about the cinnamon,
The gingerbread
the
man?
gingerbread man. Whatever the fuck, I'm like cinnamon.
I don't know what the
cinnamon
Dominican
dude.
version of that is. The cinnamon.
He's like, papi, the guy, coño. No, yeah, the
The
gingerbread
Muffin
man.
Man?
They all look like the gingerbread man, right?
Yeah.
And like the gingerbread man is smashing some shorty. And like he just nuts mad cream thing on it. It was crazy. I was ridiculous. And then there's
I did
Luna.
not see this Shrek movie.
He seems like
Yeah.
he'd be like a side guy. Like he's like, what is gingerbread thing? He's like, run as fast as you can. You'll never catch me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
think that's
that's
probably
him.
what it is. He probably fucks the girl and then he runs out and then
Because
you
he's
come
black
in.
and he's dark. And he's gonna catch me if you can. That's what black people say with child support. You feel me? Nah.
And your girlfriend's just cream. My thing is, I was talking about this. So I don't think my girlfriend's cheating on me, but I take so long. To unlock the door that she could totally be. It takes me literally 10 minutes to find out the right key. So I'm like, she could get 10 dudes out the fire escape and like put away a tripod. I would have no
Right.
Oh
idea.
yeah, if you have a fire
Yeah.
escape, like
Yeah.
you're
You mentioned
fully.
that earlier, too. You're
There's a lot of trust in that
Fire escape.
relationship.
Send a
You
girl
got a lot
out
of
to
trust
live.
in your relationship if you have a fire escape.
What do you think you do if you found your shorty cheating? Like realistically.
Realistically, I think I would be bummed, but I would I'm so good at immediately rolling with the punches. I'd be like, I never even liked her. Like my brain,
Don't even worry about
my
it.
brain would just immediately think of all the negatives. I'd be like,
He's
"Wait,
like-
she got mad that one time I watched 5 Batman movies in a row. That's not cool. That's not somebody I love.
I feel like you'd react mad calm. Like like I feel like that's how white people are. Like they don't.
I feel like you would cry.
Yo, like it's like, well,
like,
if that's how
"Aw."
you feel, I'm like, what? Just break up.
Oh man, if I got cheated on, I would probably be like, oh, and then it would hit me later, and I'd be like, hey, fuck you. Like
That's what happened to me. I'd randomly first I'd be like,
I'd be like,
I'm
you know
leaving.
what? I'm gonna
Goodbye.
be.
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
be like,
leaving.
whatever.
I would have to leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
have
then
to.
I'd be like, actually, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
yeah. But then there was also like levels of cheating. There's like, okay, I met this guy at work. I want to fuck him. And then there's like, I was blackout drunk, and then like I made out with you at the
Yeah.
bar. I think, you know
I
what I
think,
mean? Like that's
I think that the worst is definitely like emotional cheating.
Right.
Like developing a relationship with somebody else but never touching them.
I don't know if she got fucked by 10 dudes at the same time. I don't think I would be like, oh wait, did you love them?
Were you emotionally invested? You fucking bitch.
She's like wiping jizz off her face.
She's like, I didn't even know their names. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, cool. I was just worried you had a crush on one of those dudes who face fucked you.
Fucking had a crush on one of them.
I never thought about it that way.
Yo, that ass. Yo, if your girl got. if my girl got fucked with one dude, I'd be like, all right. If she got fucked by like 5 dudes, I'd be devastated, my nigga. I don't even know. Imagine coming into that.
Yeah.
Like just.
Yeah. And
you can't beat up 5 niggas. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get jumped.
That's a situation where you're like, can you guys please give us a moment?
Excuse me.
The guy's like, bro, can you give me a minute?
You're like, bro, I'm
so close. Don't be fucking cock block.
Fuck,
So
dude, you
close.
cock blocker, bro.
Dude, seriously, like right
Jeff
now.
is not cool, bro. Jeff is not cool.
Do you know how long it took me to convince your girlfriend to let me fuck her?
All of my boys, bro.
I had to talk shit about you for like 4 months. Just
Bro.
to get her.
And you're like, aw, you had to try. That's so nice. Aw, man.
Yeah, I got cheated on by like a 6th grade girlfriend, but like I was like, I don't really care about that.
Nah, that shit don't haunt you.
Like 2 years ago, you were
I
dating
feel like
a
you'd
girl
be
in 6th
haunted by that
grade.
shit, dog.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, she was in 6th grade.
I was like, come on, I have a fucking car.
I'm so cool.
That guy has rollerblades. I don't give a shit.
Pedophiles getting cheated on? That's crazy, nigga.
They have to get jealous,
I wonder if
bro.
they get, they probably get, they're like, man, that guy, like, he doesn't even grow facial hair yet.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, he got pubes. Yeah. Like, what? Fucking.
She really cheated on me with someone whose sneakers light up? Fuck that
He's like,
guy.
bro, I got Disney Plus. We can watch
Yeah.
all
Dude,
the
I
Marvel
fucking,
movies.
what? I fucking pay my own rent. Like, what?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, it's so funny because like, I support teachers, but I think people get too excited where they're like, cops are all shitty people, but teachers are all good people. I'm like, dude, every high school, bro, my high school, there was like multiple teachers that fuck kids.
They all date each other too, cops and teachers. That's like, you know.
Wait, date? What do you mean?
They date, like, every
Amongst each other,
cop I
what?
know is dating a teacher. And
Oh, I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
more like so a lot of teachers fuck students. I'm not saying all
yeah.
teachers suck.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that
No,
like it's
I think I see them in similar categories sometimes.
Mm.
I mean, I love teachers, yay. But
I feel like you would be a substitute teacher, though.
me.
Yeah,
Oh, I'd totally be.
you have
I'll take any job. Like,
Yo,
Like,
she's like-
yeah. Is anyone hiring? Thank you.
How about
I
you
think
try to become a professor of theater at PA where
at York College, Pennsylvania. Oh boy, I would be the coolest theater professor. I would be like, listen, this
Very low
weekend,
bar, by the way.
blackout. All
Very
right,
low bar.
Yeah, don't.
I like you guys all are gonna fucking get absolutely hammered and call me and do your monologues. All right, I don't care that you're 19. Go for it. You know,
Go for it. Would you
I'd be
let a
like
student
giving my students
smash? Would
drugs.
you?
I don't know. I don't think not a theater kid. Nah, I didn't
talking
even.
about how cool it was, and now you're like,
I'm not a fucking loser.
bro.
Yeah. Maybe one of the high school theater kids that
Word,
played
I feel
football.
you,
You know,
yeah.
not like a nerdy theater. I would never sleep with somebody who does improv, and I hold myself to that.
Yo, I
yeah.
did improv. That shit is fucking.
I did improv. Oh my gosh, I was doing improv, and I have done improv since I was like 11, and
Oh,
I
shit.
took the UCB class.
Yeah,
here,
I took the pit.
and I was in a scene with someone, and I said some bit about how I was like, oh, I'd rather have chlamydia than bed bugs.
Yeah.
And my teacher stopped the scene and was like, Claire, do you really feel that way? And I was like, of course. I just like said, I was like, oh, I know how to get rid of chlamydia. And like nobody laughed. And I was like, oh my God. I do stand up. I'm not an improv
Yeah,
girl.
fuck
I'm like,
that,
what am I
yeah.
fucking? I was like, and then I had my closure with
That's
UCB.
mad funny.
Yeah, and then they closed, and I was like, thank God I took that class because otherwise I'd be so sad.
Yeah, but I was talking to Nathan Orton about this. It's like it doesn't make sense that it's not. I don't know why it came out that way. Because like, how funny. We were talking about this on the last podcast. How funny would it be if there was like an improv troupe and like they went for it? Like somebody's just like, oh my gosh, I have a dead baby. What are we gonna do with it? And then you have like
Yo.
one guy like,
We're gonna fuck it. I don't know. Have you ever put your dick in a dead baby?
Hey, put it in his mouth. Yeah, I
one
don't.
guy in the audience would be like, yes, they get it. They know jokes. Everybody else would be
These
disturbed.
guys fucking
Yeah,
get it.
Ah, they just tease the baby.
man.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of funny people in improv, but I had the same experience where like the second you start to like push any envelope slightly,
Yeah,
they're
I
like,
know.
wait a second, but what
Yo,
if?
yeah, I got shit for
I was sad.
doing some misogynistic shit. Like I'm
That
from the-
surprises me. I've never seen you in that light.
bro.
I would never.
Hey, nigga, I'm wholesome. Nah. No, like
This guy
I
plays chess.
dude, I did in jail. Nah, the I did like, I was like, oh, we gotta sell this, and I went like that. I was like, oh, get closer, and I just like went like this, like I pretended to have titties, And the girl was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
How is that misogynistic?
I don't think that's wrong at all. I think, in fact, that's like really great because you're not even identifying yourself as a man in the scene because they get so mad when you say your own name or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
are
I put them
yourself.
to have some tits and shit, and they were like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh, I can't, nigga. I see this all the time on TV."
That's weird that they. Yeah, that is
That's
weird.
so
They didn't
weird.
like that. The girls were like, "Whoa." My boy
Yeah.
had to tell me because I didn't, you're in the moment, and then yeah.
I really loved improv as a kid. I loved it so much.
It must be. It's mad fun as a kid.
It's so fun. Like Freeze as a kid. Oh my God. That was my favorite game.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be funny though. What if there was a guy that was like, you know how the cliche stand-up comic like smokes cigarettes? He's all like, what if they had like a bad boy of like improv? Like that? They're like, yo, this is Chuck Johnson. He's the bad boy of improv. He's always smoking
God.
cigarettes outside. And you're like, he's like, time to do a scene. And then he just gets in there and you're like,
Those guys 100% exist. There are women out there getting ghosted by guys who do improv today. I bet you. There are guys who like get so much fucking ass who do improv. I bet
Really?
you. I bet you. I mean, well, you don't have to do anything to get laid. I've learned at
that's a
all.
fact.
You can just be like, yeah, I'm available, and people will sleep with
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
And
that's
I feel like that there are some sad women whose friends are telling her, don't text him, dude. He literally does improv. Like,
improv,
don't
dog.
text
Come
him.
on, my
Don't-
G.
Like, you can do so much better,
Yo.
And the girl's like, I know, but it's just like, it's Trevor. Like, what am I?
Yes, and
Like, he just gets me. I don't know. It's so hard.
And then he crushes her, and then she has all these montages in her brain of them doing scenes together, and it's just she's
Yeah.
crying thinking about him pretending he was driving a
Yeah.
fire truck or
Or
something.
she's like,
And she's like, it was so. The moment I knew I loved him was when he was pretending to be a zookeeper petting a giraffe. That's when I was like, this guy's got my heart.
Nah, I think the musical improv dudes definitely fuck.
I'm like,
Like,
well, no, anybody who plays music fucks. That's just facts.
that's a fact, bro.
Yeah, you can pick up a guitar. Goodbye
right?
to
You don't
ever
even
being
have to
single.
play it, really,
yeah,
right?
no,
you can just be like, yo,
have to
what
own
up?
one.
Yeah, yo, what up, shorty? I got a guitar. What up? It be like that.
Like I used to work at this bar, and there was a good guy who was there playing guitar, and I swear to God, I did not look at his face. I was just like talking to him, and I was like, yeah, let me get those digits, And then we went on a date, and I finally looked at his face. But
Was it nice?
I
It
was
was
like,
beautiful?
guitar vision.
I want to expand on what Leo said earlier because you've taken an improv class and you've been to jail. I feel like there's no crossover
Yeah.
between those groups normally.
What you mean?
Because like,
He was like,
Hey, what you mean? Hey, what?
there's not. I feel like there's not
You
a
were
lot of that.
definitely
Nah, I've done mad.
um,
Like I'm just a weird person, nigga. I was trying to be an engineer. I'm just a weird ass nigga.
You're
Word.
definitely the only person in your improv class
With
who's
teardrops?
been to jail. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, nah, that shit was dope. So this is the thing. I'm trying to learn how to be funny because I'm too serious of a person, like in normal life. So I took improv, and yo, I hated that shit, my nigga. Yo, I swear to
Yeah.
God.
But you're so silly. So I feel like I remember one time I hopped in your car and he had those little fingers.
Yeah.
The little, you know those little hands? And he's
The
pretending he's
tiny-
driving
I
a
was
car.
driving with the little hands.
I love that.
Yeah, I've never laughed before then, though. Nah, I'm
That was the only way
just
I ever really
don't-
felt
You're so
happiness.
good at like pretending to be serious, which is good for being silly. Because you
Yeah.
could be serious about a silly thing. You should be like, you know what I mean? Like you could be like, yo, you don't like fucking cupcakes? What the fuck's wrong with you? But you have that look that like that works to your advantage.
right.
No,
yeah.
I think that that's why some of the best actors are Like, you ever see Kristen Wiig in any role that's not funny? Like, she's so good.
Yeah, really nailed Wonder
because
Woman.
yeah, I didn't watch that
I'm the
yet.
only one that liked it.
I didn't watch
for
it
real?
I
yet.
loved it.
Yeah?
That's nice.
Thought it was great.
No, I saw
yeah,
somebody
this nigga,
else who
you be
liked
watching
it.
chick flicks, nigga? Nah.
Is this a
Hey,
rom
this nigga
com?
takes bubble baths, dog.
He does have a nice ass Christmas
Dude,
tree.
I
That's
like
a
bubble baths,
fucking
I'll be
nice.
honest.
But this is the
I fuck with bubble
skinniest,
baths.
biggest Christmas tree, like, like
This
shit
is
is.
a
I don't know
real
if it's
Christmas tree.
Is
But-
it because you took the decorations? That's why it looked like that.
Yeah, well, because dude, some guy tried to sell me a 3-foot tree for $100, and I was like, "That's fucking insane." People are
New York
insane in
prices,
New York.
man.
Dude, New York is fucking crazy.
I'm like, dude, nobody. What do you do? But like, somebody, I guarantee you, an hour later was like, "That's
amazing. That's
Yeah.
that's a steal.
yeah, yeah."
Was it? Can I ask how much this was?
That was, I think, 65.
Oh,
Why
that's a good Christmas tree
why
price.
were you like, can I ask?
Well, I don't want to be like rude and be
I'm
like,
like, it was
how much,
$400.
how much money do you spend on your Christmas tree?
Yeah, it was definitely. I wasn't. I don't know. I don't like spending on, but like that, I'm like,
I
it'll
didn't
be
even
fun.
know
The
that was
Christmas
that
tree
expensive,
should be
though.
like
That's
$60, I
That's like
think.
But the worst is fucking Ivan like hit me up like the next day. He's like, "Oh, dude, you should have told me." He's like, "This place by me, they were literally throwing out Christmas trees. They had like 40. They didn't sell them this year." And I was like, "Oh,
that sucks."
Yeah, that was sad, my nigga. Yo, yeah, that's
Did Santa Claus come?
Nah, Santa Claus.
You get any presents or what?
is there any?"
Nah, but I did do improv though, for real, and because I was trying to learn how to be funny, but I literally didn't learn anything. All I learned was to heighten, yes, and it was corny, bro.
Did you do any of that in jail?
Wait, do you think there's any rapey improv people? Because the yes and it's like,
oh my god, yeah.
they're just like, come on, just go with it. Just go with the scene.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I don't like this scene. They're like, you have to yes and.
Let me touch your titties, girl. Come on.
Oh my god, I feel like there's rapey people in every profession.
Yeah.
There's
that shit is corny though. Like, damn.
There's
nigga.
rapey people who sell Christmas trees. Actually, I think that's all of them.
I feel like all of them, dude. If they have a van, they rape. I think that's filming.
If you think you can get away with it.
Yo, damn. So,
Yeah.
I feel sorry for women, yo. Y'all niggas have it bad, bro.
Don't I know it, sister?
Anyways, yeah, yo. But I wanted juvie though.
Oh, okay.
I missed a lot of, like, I'm an atheist, and like people are like, oh, why don't you believe in God? Like, nothing miraculous happened to you? I was like, a lot of miraculous. I'm not in jail right now. That's pretty fucking miraculous, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you know. I dodged that bullet though, for real. No.
Oh, nice.
Juvie, I just did juvie a little bit. I was gangbanging for marijuana. I do have like 15 arrests though.
Yeah,
God.
that's a lot. But it's so funny too because one of my buddies in jail now, and he's white, and he used to be like somewhat Republican, and he goes, "Dude, the shit black people are in here for is crazy." He's like, dude, the shit we
It's
did
so
all in
messed
high school.
up.
He's like, they're in there for like ever. And
Forever.
I was like, you mean that one time they told my because like all the time in high school I'd get detained. I never got arrested. The cops would just be like, "Where are your parents?" And they'd pick me up, and like it was all the. But like I never got like arrested because
Florida.
Like, yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah, you got 15 arrests.
That's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of half of them were for jumping the train because I had a violent felony. Like I robbed, went in for like burglary or whatever. So I got caught up for that. So
every little thing you do then becomes like a bigger deal.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like in the train, every time I got stopped for anything, I'd get arrested. Anything in the train, I'd get arrested. Like which
I
is
hopped
fucked
the turnstile
up.
the other day, and the guy goes, "Stop!" And I'm like, "You're not gonna leave your booth."
Don't do that business.
I hate when they say that. Like, shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck? Herb ass niggas.
Oh my gosh, this makes me feel like so pathetic because I'm like, oh, I only hop the ones when there's not a guy, and then I trip over it too. I like wear my shoes, and then when you go like, I'm not very good at it. It's not my
they don't know how to hop shit. You feel me?
Yeah, no.
Get your jumps up, shorty.
So that sucks. You got arrested every time after that, just because like.
But
then I got arrested for some shit that I did do though. You know, like having machetes. Nigga evens out.
You caught me.
I beat this attempted murder, and I fucking it's cool.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved if you brought that energy into improv though. Did you ever do that shit? Did you ever like really get people to just scare the shit out of some kid? It's just like, he's like, okay, so we're gonna do a fun scene, and you're like, not today, motherfucker. He's like getting up, and I'm like,
I'm having a day.
Yeah. You can't use your fingers though. An improv gun is this, from what I've been told. This is not an improv gun.
Yo, my nigga. Oh my god, can we get into this shit?
Yeah.
What the fuck, these herbs? What? Why is this traumatizing, dog? I don't get, like, why can't I do finger gun? Like, what the fuck? Like, you fucking pussy.
Why can't I fuck a baby on stage?
On the face, nigga. No, like, why can't I just have a gun? Like,
well, no.
Yeah,
the
it's
way
so
I was
weird.
taught it was it's supposed to look like you're actually holding the inanimate objects. So
so
your
it's like-
body becomes like an improv dick is not your finger there. An improv dick would be you holding.
the shape.
Yeah,
Like,
shape of dip.
Yeah.
I didn't learn that. You see, nigga, I went up to level 4. I didn't know. Like, nigga,
Level 4
jumped it
though,
too fast.
damn.
we doing
yeah.
levels in there with the fucking shape. Yeah, no, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the shorty that I'm messing with, she was like, I'm just letting you know, never bring a gun on stage. I was like, bitch, I wasn't sure what the fuck I'm gonna bring a gun on stage for. No, and then she was saying that like you can't, all that shit.
Oh, but
That's
maybe that
crazy.
girl too was like it's traumatizing because.
Well, I mean, they don't really like improv is they kind of cut you off if
It's
you
PC.
do any. Yeah, if you try to push any envelopes, really.
I was just having I don't know.
Sometimes, I mean, like, I feel like the only way you would be able to talk about guns is like, "Hi, welcome to my gun store. What can I get for you? Oh, that's a water gun."
Fuck herbs.
How funny though would it be if like This is so fucked up, but like a school shooting improv scene where the guy
Oh my
is just
God.
like, he's like, oh, did I shoot the football coach? I like that guy. He was actually cool. And that's a whole act out.
Oh my gosh, UCB would be dead.
Yeah.
Everything would be shut
We should
down.
start our own improv group where it's like
The hard.
Yeah.
It's such a hard sell because everyone would just be like,
Nobody
it's
would.
going to be lit. They're like,
you can do anything here.
Oh
Don't do it. Don't hit me, Ramundo. Yo, they're like, yo, that's right.
it's like a whole domestic abuse scene in improv.
Maria Mardita. Ay, Dios mío. Let's
Like,
improvise
what?
crossing the border. Like, I don't.
I was in an improv troupe in college, and we used to play this game. And,
Damn,
and
you're fucking white, Claire.
I know.
Jesus fucking
I know, it's
Christ,
disgusting.
dude. Your dad, your grandfather has some old ass cars. I fuck with that
but
though.
the car thing though. So my grandpa has a 1931 Model
That shit
A.
is fucking
But do you
fire.
want? So the reason why he has it is not like a rich old white guy thing. It's actually that was like his first car, and so that then to him was like as if I drove like a shitty car from the 80s right
Yeah,
now.
'cause
Like
things get
that.
nicer with time.
He was driving like he was the biggest loser in high school
Oh,
driving
yeah,
that
that
thing
nigga
around.
broke.
Like that was his like car. Which is funny because it's like loser, you know.
Yeah, in my high school, if you
you-
had a cool car, that didn't automatically make it cool. Like some
Oh,
people,
yeah.
if somebody,
I thought it was.
Everybody in my high school had like nice ass cars.
Really?
Yeah.
there's always that kid making up for it. Everybody be like, cool car, but you're also kind of a fucking loser. And then they're like,
Yeah.
and you'd be like, wait, like I spent so much money on this.
Yeah.
And then people are like,
Yeah.
nah.
There were like rich kids in my high school who were losers. Like, yeah, like you have a lot of money or your parents are never home, but like you're kind of weird, you know?
Yeah, that's what's our balance because our high school was like, you just had to be fun hang. Like you could be sketchy as shit
Yeah.
and sell fucking heroin. You were
Right.
cool.
Right.
You could be good at football, but you have to also be cool because there were some kids that
Yeah.
are good at football. Then you're like, oh, this kid's also a fucking weirdo. Nobody
Yeah,
knows.
yeah,
But you
yeah,
still
yeah.
have to be like fun to hang out with.
That's
like,
Yeah.
that makes sense though.
Yeah, my school it was like I thought of it as like a cake. Like the icing on the top was like the popular rich kids who
The
were just
white people.
Yeah, I mean, well, the whole school was white. You know, there was I knew like one black kid growing up. I knew
Really?
one black
Oh,
kid.
I forgot it's Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah,
I went to
shorty-
art school my senior year of high school, and half of the people there were black, and I was like, whoa.
Were you on it? Were you like, what the?
Yeah, I was like, I've never spoken to
Like,
so
there's
many
this
black
many of
people.
them? I thought
Yeah,
there
I was
was.
like, yeah, I was really surprised.
Well,
And-
because I went to private all the way until high school.
Word?
And-
Yeah.
Well,
You
yeah,
come
but-
from money, nigga?
yeah.
Oh, yo, he's like, yeah, I'm white.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, God damn, nigga, hold up.
But like it was like private. But then once I went to high school, it was like,
Regular.
yeah, it was like, oh, this is what the world is like. It's not like, you know. And our high school was kind of fun because it was like you could be like a rich kid on the football team and you still hang out with just other kids on the foot. You know what I mean?
That's
I
lit.
didn't
Yeah,
play
yeah,
football,
yeah.
But it was like a very good. Nobody
Yeah.
there would be like, oh, that guy can't come to our party. He's poor. Like it'd be the
Yeah.
opposite. If some guy was really rich and had a cool house, but he was a pussy, people would like wreck his rich house. Like I know some chick who
Crazy.
got her boat sunk. They literally
Why?
sunk her boat. They took out the boat because people were fucking horrible, dude. Like people would just fuck
Yeah, I
up
forgot
houses.
where the kids. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot.
like dude, they
Niggas
literally
kids.
took the plugs out of. This is the most Florida party.
No,
story.
yeah, I know, yeah.
They took boat plugs out and sunk this chick's boat.
It's
and they put
horrible.
sugar in their
That's
dad's gas tank, and then somebody knocked over like a statue and shit.
Wow, the craziest thing that would
Nice.
happen
I like that
at
shit.
the
I like
high
that
school
kind of,
party.
yeah, I like that.
It's a fun energy.
I came from that, yeah,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
One time, my friends got arrested for making like 4 Loco smoothies in the park. And I was like,
Wow.
we were like, oh my god, that's great. Oh my god, you know.
he was like, yeah, I was in cuffs, whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, he was like, and then he like, you know, things didn't turn out so well for him. But he was like, at my high school parties, we're just like getting drunk at this one kid's house, and then we would go in the woods to Treadwell Park, which was like behind his house, and then everyone would make out there.
Yeah.
And then that was it. My high school parties were like if 1950s
Y'all
was
didn't
still
have
going
hookies?
on.
Y'all didn't do hookies?
Where you leave school?
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
we
no,
had
like
a senior
we
skip
would have
day.
hookies like where we don't go to school at all. We would just go to a hookie party.
You would just go to a party all day.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
day-
We would get
I
drunk.
didn't day drink
Yo,
until
dude,
college.
yeah, niggas would get drunk. Girls would be fucking like, yeah.
I don't think I'd ever do that. But
I never
we
did
had
that.
Yeah,
weird-
that shit.
We had a
That's
weird
so much
balance of
cooler
like
than
rich
me.
kids because Winter Park is like a rich high school. We have kids like that get bussed in from other areas, so it's like a good balance of like some rich kids.
Oh,
But
that's nice.
Yeah.
That sounds progressive.
yeah. But the parties, it was just like the wildest shit. Because like,
yeah.
dude, this one kid, it I'm not gonna talk about that.
Talk about that shit,
His
nigga.
dad was a politician. I didn't know the kid, and I just heard this story. This guy's dad was like a major politician, and he got so high on shrooms and acid, and he drove into somebody's house. Like there was like lots of like rich kid partying, where it was like a good balance because it would be like you'd have kids that are like from like the streets, and then you'd also have like rich kids that but everybody just bonded over let's get really fucked up and do dumb shit.
Same. It was like if you have a hookup, you're invited.
Yeah.
Like and that's why all the people with the older siblings were cool.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
And I tried to do that for my brother so bad. I was like, listen, man, like, do you want anything? He was like, no, I'm going to Carnegie Mellon like a smart person.
Right.
I was like, oh, yeah.
That was my thing. I sucked at sports, and I was like, all right, so I got to be funny and do drugs.
That's exactly. Yeah. I was like there were like the popular people in my school, and then there were like the funny people right underneath. And I skated by in that. Like eventually, I was like, sweet.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fucking cool.
Yeah.
You gotta survive, man.
Yeah,
High school's a
figure your way.
jungle.
Like, that's my thing. It's like if you're not cool, just do drugs or sell them or
Right.
something.
Do something,
just
bro.
just like be a good person to hang around.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
People really
Do you
want
have that thing later? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I do. I don't know what time at though. I'm trying to find out when.
I might. You guys mind just cutting it soon, just because she's got to be somewhere?
Yeah, that's cool.
Is there anything else? Oh, by the way, this is Leo C. I didn't even.
Yo, what up? The late intros.
Where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me in the streets, nigga.
Somebody gave their Gmail one time on the podcast.
And I'm Michelle Wolf.
Yeah, that's Michelle right there. No. Damn, my Instagram is mad long, dog. Leonardo.de.angelo.
Fuck yeah. And Claire?
I'm Claire Bear Pears. That's it.
It's just white, dog.
I'm never gonna change it.
Yo, that's funny as shit.
All right, that's it. Thank you guys.
White power.
Thank you.
That was Leo, not me.